Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. So let us enjoy the company here of one of Indonesian football's principal pioneers, Jim.
A cracking player, Peter, who showed amazing leadership as well as all the qualities of a terrific winger.
Atep Rizal, akin to royalty. Rizal, pass somewhat off target. Drogba gets on his bike and on the move.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Serginho. Oh no, that was never going to make it. That's the throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Cafu. He's under a lot of pressure there. Beckham with the cross. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Nesta. And De Ligt. Serginho. Quarter of an hour played. He's shifting through the gears here. Goes for a shot! And he's taking no chances there. Beckham. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Como still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Now, can they get him away? And he's managed to get free. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Makaleli. And here's Van Nistelrooy. De Ligt did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Messi. Roberto Carlos gets a foot in here. Makaleli. And it's Serginho. And it's Batistuta. He's got away. Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Serginho can clear it away. Nemecha engages and forces him off the ball. And he's picked it up out wide.
Oh, great feat, that.
The ball goes in. Great shot! Off the post. Courtois gets it clear. Oh, super ball. Played it. Oh, good effort. And for a moment, time stood still. And we have our very first corner. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Big chance! Now that is commitment to the cause. Corner number 2 then. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? So, third corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Has a look and plays it forward. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And reclaimed it in a trice. McAllister is always looking to break lines. Couldn't squeeze it through. He's a sharp little ball here. Cross flung in towards the middle. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well read, nice interception.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Van Nistelrooy.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Beckham receives it in a wide position. He has found the way through. Driven in. He's rising! He's delivered all right!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off into defence, and he was just too good a player to miss that. A special talent has given us all a very special memory.
Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
And that is the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Como leading by one at the break.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Como with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Como definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Alexander-Arnold with a real chance here. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Cafu. And he's opted for the long pass. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Casemiro charging forward, the ball at his feet.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He is through here. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Could be danger here. Makaleli. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Beckham. Como are ahead here by what is still the only goal. He's found a way through. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. That'll be a throw-in. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Casemiro.
Como have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Showing good feet. Makaleli opts for safety. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Como clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Cafu just loves to go forward whenever he can. Roberto Carlos. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And here's the chance to counter. Some resolute defending there. Good running, strong and purposeful. Shevchenko. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Schlotterbeck does really well to win the ball there. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Hazard.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And this is Shevchenko. Yamal. That's put paid to the danger. Ball's gone out of play.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 23. Viene sostituito con il numero 22.
No way through. And here's Hazard. It's Hazard! Against the crossbar. And that could have brought them level.
Hazard absolutely knew he could ill afford to miss that.
Como still ahead by the game's only goal. Space for him to turn and look.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Into the last 5 minutes. Nemecha is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Shevchenko, so no flag here. And he shoots! It's hit the upright. And he's quick to get rid.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 18. Drogba.
And he's managed to gift it back.
Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And the pass is intercepted. Makaleli. Nemecha. Yamal. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Good take, and is he in? Rivaldo. Tries to pass it through. And time is up. Como have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Batistuta picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Como pretty much coasted this, Peter. Should they have done more to kill it off? Absolutely.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Como.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action. Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is Gareth Bale.
Yeah, simply one of the best left-sided attackers of his generation, Peter, with all the tools to improve any team. And then all that flair.
Yeah, it seems an age ago now, doesn't it, that he started his career down on the south coast as a left-back, of course.
Yeah, and when you think about left-back, usually poor attackers end up there, but he went on to do great things at the other end.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Hazard. Oh, he's onto this. That's the keeper's ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Ferdinand. And he is dashing away. And he shoots! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Como are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That's a good ball out wide. Cafu. Como leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Kajolu. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Kadiolu. Cafu. Cafu just loves to go forward whenever he can. Cafu simply refused to be outdone there. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Berbatov.
Bayer Leverkusen definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High end. Berbatov! And the ball's come loose here. Beckham has created one goal already.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's found a way through. Can he finish? It's a goal! Bayer Leverkusen back on level terms. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Como really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And the counter is on. Beckham, can he finish? Bale is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Kajolu, can he get on the end of this? Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Batistuta producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And it's Azar, little pass back.
He's got no choice here, he had to go backwards.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Serginho. Serginho's cross. Khan claims it, safe hands. Front-footed pressing going on here. Cafu picks it up now. And a header! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Tries to pass it through. Bale. There's the delivery. It's out for a goal kick. "40 minutes gone, half-time closing in, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, can they get him away? He's picked his way through, cross to the back post, deftly away. Nice bit, and Batistuta! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
There will be
And it's
one
Kadiolu.
time.
Cafu.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Kadiolu has the space to scheme. Oh, great leap! So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
And if you do have a chance
big
today,
way point
please
of the
take some
game.
time out
Well,
to give
I
your
think it's been a
support to our
fantastic
better
watch
stadium
with
fund.
chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. So straight into the second half. Oh, good spread. Rafael Leao. Pirlo, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Kajolu with the delivery.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And he stands tall, impenetrable. He's through here. And That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He won't be happy with that one. Threads one in. Well, that looks a decent ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, that's superb. And this is Drogba. Serginho. Oh, he's having a go! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And the pass is intercepted. That's a good run down the left. Oh, delightful ball. Thinks about the shot. Berbatov crosses. Roberto Carlos is there and he can get that clear. McAllister. And it's Batistuta. Makaleli. Spread it left. Berbatov did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Great ball if he can get there. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Pinches it off him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Berbatov receives it in a good position here. Cafu. And here's Beckham. And he's had it nicked away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Half an hour gone in the second half. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Bayer Leverkusen really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Azar! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And the comeback is complete! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't.
And Batistuta! And that could have brought them level.
Batistuta clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
And here's Azar. Kajolu. Azar! And that would have been game, set and match.
Hazard really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
It's a good run, this, one that is high in energy. Delivery from Mbappe. And that's the keeper's ball.
Como really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Lovely bit of skill. And he's been shifted off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Added time.
De Ligt getting this one clear. Now it's Mbappe. He has found the way through. Mbappe, plenty to aim at here. And that will be it. Como pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Alessandro Nesta looking a picture of calm. And the shot! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Como are already... And Hullet! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Hullet is offering a wry smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Cafu looking to hit the byline here. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. It's a good 35 yards out, this. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Oh, great save by Dina! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Roberto Carlos finding himself in space. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is ended up in no man's land. Batistuta. He's had a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
McAllister really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
This is their second corner of the game.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Serginho. Thinks about the shot. Pull it.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he's picked it up out wide. And that takes a shot. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Messi clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Messi! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and their day...
Shapes to shoot! Oh, crossbar! Batistuta. Now it's Drogba. Now, what about a counter-attack? Rijkaard makes the interception. They get a throw in. And here's McAllister. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Has a look and plays it forward. Can he get it through? Nesta does really well there. He is strong. Beckham.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Messi. Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's having a go! Quite brilliant! Ronaldinho! A finish right from the top draw. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And here's Messi. Oh, important interception. McAllister. Drogba. He shifted it to the flank. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Como clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
O'Shea is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. McAllister. Now it's Beckham. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Pullet is herring after that one. Roberto Carlos. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Well, played through for the wide man. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Beckham picks it up out wide. And this is Drogba. It's a really well-measured ball. Shifted upfield. Roberto Carlos. Batistuta.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Now it's Drogba. And that's another good win of the ball. He is just caressing the ball. Aims beyond the defence. Cross to the back post. Bergomi tries to clear. Here comes another cross. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. That gets us going once more. 45 minutes to change their fate. Makaleli. And De Ligt. Cafu. McAllister. Now it's Beckham. It's a promising position. Yamal, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory, and he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Messi. Now it's Hullet. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And here's Ronaldinho. Real chance!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Well read, nice interception. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Makaleli picks it up from the goal kick. Just about up to the hour now. Beckham. He is through here. Chance! And he's quick to get rid.
Cambio di giocatori.
Now, can they get him away? Haaland dominates aerially so often. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That is good progress on the left. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. De Ligt does well to get it back. Serginho. Defending was strong and firm. It's run loose here. And the counter is on. Just eases him off the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, good-looking ball. Well-timed, excellent interception. And it's Serginho. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, that's fabulous. Batistuta driving forwards.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bullet plays a sharp little ball here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Makalele did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Swings in across. A real chance! Half an hour gone in the second half. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now that looks a decent ball. He's got away. Makalele. McAllister. And it's McAllister.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He has found the way through. Played. Oh, good effort! Oh, he got himself into a great position.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 23.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 22, il numero 21.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Rivaldo. And here's Ronaldinho. He's found a way through. It's Ronaldinho! And how did he not make it four?
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
That's a sharp pass. Como looking to go forward now. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Looking for the run. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 18. Drogba. Lascia il campo per il numero 14. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Now it's Shevchenko. Shevchenko has been caught there, it's a foul. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Mbappe. Rivaldo. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he's there to get it away. Now then, the ball's come loose. Stood up well to him there. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Mbappe. Mbappe! And that is a save of real quality. Not easy by any means. Como have their third corner. He leaps for it! Harmlessly behind. And that is the final whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and